a ribbon cutting ceremony in April. And so the reason I want you guys to come in here is because identity is really important, you guys. So this is our Black School Success Center for the daughters that are in here that are black. This is very, very important. I want you guys, when you guys come in here, you see yourselves represented on the wall. There's not very many spaces that you're going to see yourselves here on campus. So this space was created just for you guys to be successful. So when you look on the wall, you see the representatives that look like you. This is who you can be in the future. You guys, this is for everybody. When you guys 30 years from now, you guys have to start thinking about when people talk to you guys and people see you guys, what are they going to have discussions about you about? Does anybody recognize anybody on the wall? Who do you see? Rosa Parks. You see Nipsey. Who do you see? Who do you see? Snoop Dogg. Who do you see? Excuse me. You see Beyonce. Who do you see? Who? Who? President Douglas. Okay. Who do you see, sir? Martin Luther King. I love it. Who do you see? On the wall that you might know. It's called the Wall of Influence. That's the name I have for it. Who do you see that you know or you're familiar with? Is it anybody? You might not know anybody. You're beautiful, by the way. Oh, you don't talk? You just don't want to talk? And that's okay too. That's okay too. But anyway, you guys, this representation is everything. So you got to think about it. When you guys get older, when you guys have finished your schooling, or even while you're in school, when people look on the wall and they see you're on the wall, you guys got to think about that kind of stuff. When you see yourself on the wall, what kind of conversations are kids like your age that come in and see you somewhere? What are conversations are they going to have about you? What are they going to say about you? What is it that you represent that's going to be worthy enough to be put somewhere where somebody will want to come in and have a conversation about you? I know you guys are young and I know you guys are in this program, but you guys got to have ways and find outlets for to stay away from certain type of influences and stuff. So you have to find things that are interesting to you and put yourself into them. Like you guys were saying, Beyonce, you guys were saying, I don't does anybody know who the mayor of Long Beach is? Rex Richardson. He's the first black mayor of Long Beach. Carl Weathers, who was in Rocky, who was Apollo Creed, he went here as he was a alumni from here. He went here. You guys see Colin Kaepernick? This lady next to Snoop and under Michelle Obama, she was my next door neighbor for my whole entire life. Her name is Doris Topsy Elwood, and she has a center right at the Houghton Park, right next to Jordan. She has a center named after
She was a
her.
councilwoman
And
for
she
Long
was a
Beach.
councilwoman, and she was a black vice mayor, a woman of Long Beach as well. You guys see Chadwick Boseman, you see James Baldwin. There's so many people up there that you guys don't know. You know a lot of the familiar ones, but there are some people that you don't know. This lady next to Nipsey Hussle, right here, her name is John Santiwa, and that's who I am. When I went to Africa, I go to Africa every year. The president of the college invited me to go to represent the college in Africa. So when I went and I finished this really, really hard obstacle course, they called me Yas Santiwa, and that's the lady right there. And so I go back every year now, and I go to her museums, and I represent her. So when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to you guys from experience. So when you guys come in here, a lot of this stuff is from Africa. So from the brass making villages, and I have my own mentorship program too. I have a mentorship program called Sage. These are from the brass making villages. So I go into the deep into the jungles, into the villages, and watch them put material in, raw material in, and twist it and make all different types of shapes and everything. This is called the Sankofa bird. Has anybody heard of the Sankofa bird or a Dekra symbol at all? You have? What is this? What is the Sankofa bird? Can you share with me?
I don't know the Sankofa birds, but I know about the Incas and like
You know about the what, babe?
like Incas, like those.
The Dinka symbols. These are Dinka symbols. This is a Dinka symbol. When I went to the slave dungeons in Africa, I went there and like I said, I didn't have nothing. I didn't have anything to connect me to my identity. I didn't know um, anything. I had never eaten African food. I had never had African clothing. I hadn't had anything African before. I didn't. My parents told me about slavery and stuff, but I didn't know anything past that. So when I went to Africa, I kind of got connected to my identity. So that's when all the baggage fell off. I didn't care about my hair. I didn't care about what size I was. I didn't care how I looked because I told my daughter when I went in there, I was like, they don't have any mirrors on the walls. What is going on? And she was like, Mom, because they don't get up and compare themselves. They don't get up and look in on Instagram. They don't look at themselves in the mirror and then go look at Instagram and compare themselves and see who they look like or what they don't look like. They just get up and be and go build community. So once I did that, I just took all the weight off of me. I didn't care about anything. I just was able to love myself and find out who I was and just identify with the Native Africans that were there. And so what it did was me, it changed my life. So I came back and I started a mentorship program to try to create student success. I tried to replicate. These are the badges for my scholars here at the school, and these were the badges that I have from, and this was an Adinkra symbol. So when they gave me the symbol, I thought it was just some fish bones. I didn't know what it was, but it's an Adinkra symbol, which is an affirmation. And so I seen a guy on the bus, and he had a lot of symbols on his shirt, and and I said, what is that? And he told me they were positive affirmations. So this means resourcefulness and perseverance. So when I came back, it had such an impact on me. I made my own lanyards with my SAGE scholars, and I made my own name badges for my scholars. So a lot of the things, so when you come in here, these are the colors of the African diaspora. So you know there's a lot of countries. Does anybody know how many countries there are in Africa? No? Yeah. You the smartest person in the world, girl. There's 54 countries, but I have a lot of students that come in from, the scholars that come in from like Nigeria and Cameroon and different places from the continent, from Africa, and these colors don't represent them, but I've never been there, so I invite them to bring things in. But these are the colors of Ghana, which is on the western part of Africa. I don't know if you guys realize it, but that image right there is the continent of Africa. And Snoop Dogg right here where the little guy is standing at, that's Madagascar. That's the little island of Madagascar where it says Snoop Dogg right there. So that is Africa. And so I've been on the western part. I've been to Morocco, I've been to Ghana, I've been to Cape Coast. But now I just got invited by the mayor's office to start bringing scholars like yourselves to the eastern part. So I'm going to be going to Nairobi and Kenya and Mombasa next year, and I'm going to be bringing scholars with me. The reason I was asking you guys, who's been on a college campus before? You have? What college campus have you been on? Oh, Cal State Long Beach. Yes. Okay. Very good. Anybody else been on a college campus before? Yes. Okay. Well, East LA College. The lady who gave you guys the water, she used to work there at East LA College. Being on the college campus is really important. I see a lot of people come here and they start them off as like early as first grade, second grade, and they're exposing them to the college environment. When you guys get in middle school, you guys can start taking college courses. It's called dual enrollment. So I don't know if you guys are interested, but they have a lot of interesting things here at Long Beach City College. So while you guys are exploring, while you guys are here, really pay attention and really be enriched in the experience. They are providing you with an experience that I did not have when I was your age. I had never been on a college campus, and I lived right here in Long Beach my whole life, and I had never been on the college campus. And when I graduated from high school, I graduated from Wilson. I wanted to go to college, but I just didn't have anybody to show me or help me navigate the college systems and stuff because there's a lot of stuff that goes with it. So while you guys are in middle school, you guys can take college classes. So when you get here, you'll have just a few more to go and you'll graduate and you can transfer somewhere else, okay? So I just want you guys to come here because this is special to me. And I noticed that when they do the tours, they don't bring the students here. They don't bring you guys here. You guys just walk right past. And for the black scholars, and I hope for everybody, this is a really key place for you guys. This is where you guys come and study. This is where you guys come charge your phone. This is where you guys come to get tutoring, check out laptops. It's a lot of resources and stuff here. So I have to be the one to go out and say, hey, can you come in here? Can you come and see? Because nobody else is bringing you guys in here. So those of you that appreciate this, I'm really glad. I just want to sow something into your lives. It's called contributing. Somebody contributed into my life. When I came here to the institution, I had so many people that did so many good things. I have 5 daughters. They did so many good things for me and my daughters. And so this is my contribution back. So I come here and all this stuff I brought here from Africa, from my home, different things, just because I want the students when they come in to have a sense of identity. Because if you can remember, I said I never had any identity. I had no African background, no African clothing, no African anything. But now look what you see. This is what creates. And every year I go back to Africa now on my own. I go everything just from being there and just the experience of being there, going to the slave dungeons and just purging in the place where the slaves took their last baths. And that's where my ancestors come from. That's where my heritage is from. So for me to be able to be connected to that was very powerful for me. So what I do is I bring it back. And so everything you see around here is a representative of that. So when you guys are in your communities and everything, look around. When I came back, I was looking for these symbols. And I was looking because the guy took me and he showed me all over Africa, all over Ghana. He showed me all these different symbols and everything. So when I came back to California, I was looking for the symbols. He took me in all the architecture and all the buildings. And when I was looking for the symbols, I couldn't find the symbols anywhere. And then he told me, he came here and spoke to my scholars, and he told me, he said, because when the enslaved people came here, they went to the eastern part of the United States. They went to the East Coast, and so they were in all those places that were colonized, and they weren't here. So this is more Spanish style. So when you come here, you see more of the Spanish homes. And when you're in the South, that's where you see the masonry work, where the slave people did all the plantations and everything, all the big fences and everything. And so he said that's where you will see this kind of stuff at. That's where you'll start seeing the Adinkra symbols where the slaves were at. And so that was really profound to me. And he said what happened is that was how they communicated. So when you when you were enslaved and you were from this tribe, this is the Khan tribe. You will be able to identify and know somebody from your tribe was there and stuff. And so I just hope that you guys get a chance to travel, studying abroad, going overseas and different places to study is really, really immersive. So I just want to welcome you guys here. And if you guys are ever on campus, they have so many different wonderful summer camps and all kinds of things on campus. And like I said, dual enrollment as well. So whenever you guys come back and see me and say hello. My name is Angela. My name is Jai Santiwada, so my granddaughter calls me Yai Santiwada. So when you guys come back, come and say hello. And let me know how your lives are going, okay? All right. Okay, nice to meet you guys. Thank you. Anybody have any questions?